Hi guys, welcome back to another GGF video. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the Champion Series gaming chair from eWin Racing. Now eWin have a lot going for them on their website. If you haven't had a look at them, check them out on their website. They've got so many things on offer. They've got free embroidery, which we asked for on our chair. They've got free shipping. They got 10% off your first order, 20% if you follow them, and they're offering an extra 30% if you enter a GGF code, which they've supplied to us. Now we'll jump in and we'll have a look at what's in the box, and then we'll set up the chair later on. So straight away you can see, do not use a Stanley knife on this box because you may cut something. Now you can see we've got the 5-star base. I really do like the aluminium look. It's not plastic, it's a very, very sturdy base. Moving on, we have the backrest or the back. Now we've opted with the red version of the chair. It may look a little bit orange, but it is a nice deep dark red. Now you may notice the cushions already come installed. I do like that. Many other brands you have to install the chairs later on, and we do have the adjustable lumbar support rest, which is nice as well. Now we have the accessories box. We'll jump into that a little bit later on. That's all the goodies to get the chair up and going. And then we have the seat as well, and you've got sort of a bit of a aesthetic red look there, and then under the seat there you can see all the workings of it. And that's it from everything in the box. There's nothing else. Next we'll move on to having a look at what is inside the accessory box, but first we'll have a look at sort of everything laid out. There's really not too much to it. You just got your 1, 2, 3, 4 main items, and then everything in the accessories box. Now moving on to the accessories box, we'll just go in there. We can see we have the instruction manual. Now I do recommend checking this out. This lays out all the parts you need in case anything's missing, and it lays out all the instructions on what to do. Now first off we have our side covers. These just simply cover up the arms that hold the back and the seat together. We have the hydraulic system. That's what makes the chair go up and down. We have the nice hydraulic cover that just covers that whole hydraulic system there. Now we have the wheels. Now I do like that the wheels are matched to the color of the chair. So we got the red wheels, and they are sort of rubberized as well. And moving on to the base platform, this gives you the adjustment to go up and down, and it also adjusts the tightness of swinging backwards. And now we've got your gloves. You don't have to wear the gloves. I guess they're just there to stop any marks. All right, now moving on to the first step, I do like to get the base out of the way first. Simply pull off all the covers, and then you just have to open up all the packets for the wheels, and then the wheels is simply just push straight in like so. You don't need any screws, any real sort of detailed work, just put them in like so. And then once you've got all 5 in, the base is done. Now moving on to the next step, we'll attach the back to the seat. Now I do like it how they come pre-installed with the 4 bolts all ready to go. So that goes to show that the washers are in place, the pressure washers are already there. You don't have to go fiddling through the box to find out which ones go where and match numbers to numbers. So we take those 4 out, put those aside. Now we will grab the seat. Now with the seat you'll notice that there are 2 sort of arms or brackets that are on each side. We've got one on the left side and then one on the right side. Now what we simply do is we position the back, and we just line up the 4 holes, 2 on each side, and then we just simply screw those in. Now what I like to do is I like to screw all 4 in just loosely, just to get a feel, make sure they all go in. Sometimes it can be a little bit fiddly just to sort of find the right hole. And then once they all go in, I then nip them all up one by one so they're all tight. And then that's simply done, that task there. The back is on the seat. Now moving on to the upside down part of the chair. Now this is where we attach the sort of the tray platform that attaches this bit onto the hydraulic system. Now this is labeled front, so that is a good indicator on which way to install it. Now we just undo the 4 screws. Once again, the screws are already pre-installed, so you take them out, you simply install this platform on. The front arrow is facing down this way, so that's the way we got our chair, and then we simply install the 4 bolts. And once again I install all 4 and then I just nip them up. Now another task we do here is we install the hydraulic system into the 5-star base, simply drop it in, and then all we have to do is drop the cover over, and that's that bit done. Now we just have to grab the whole chair itself. It is a little bit heavy. Then we just drop this sort of cylinder hole over the hydraulic system, and then that just simply locks into place. And now the chair is just about done. Now lastly, those little covers you saw earlier, they just simply go on the sides here just to neaten it up. Now you will find these 2 bolts in the accessories box. They're in a plastic bag. So what I like to do is install one. Don't need to install these too tight. They simply are just going, they're going through metal but onto plastic, so you don't need to overdo them. Now the chair is pretty much done. And as you can see, they're all in one piece. Now matching this chair up with a gaming rig, you can really see it really does complement the setup nicely. Even if the system isn't completely matched to the chair, this overall setup does look really nice. Now taking a look at the chair itself as a whole, we'll just go over some of the main features. It's got a metal construction, high density perforated foam, and the material is a PU leather form. So this is a stronger material than just having leather on its own. And we've got this sort of beaded edge around it. Some chairs come double stitched. This one has this beaded stitching edge. Now moving on to the padding on the armrest, you can see it's quite squishy. It's not firm and it's not really soft. Now I did like that feel. Now moving on to the base, once again, not super soft, not firm. It seems to be just pretty much right. And same with the padding on the sides, it's nice and soft there. Now moving on to the back, really nothing much there. You can just see the straps that hold the pillow in, and you can also see the straps that hold the lumbar support rest in. Now moving down to the bottom of the chair, I do like there are some footrests that does stop your feet from sliding off. And now we do have some nice rubber feet, and now they are 2-inch casters. Now taking a look at the sort of the extra parts you get with the chair. Now we do have the pillow, as you can see there, nice little pillow there, and it does have your standard buckle clip, which simply just buckles in just like that, and then you can unclip it and you can clip it back on. So if you don't want to use the pillow, you don't have to. If you do, you just simply put it through the 2 holes and then it just clips in like so. Now moving on to the lumbar support, I did mention earlier that this does sort of slide up and down. That is a really nice touch. I've had chairs before where these don't have the clips, they just sit behind your back, and every time you get up, that lumbar support pillow just falls down. So this does stay where you leave it. And just like the pillow I mentioned earlier, it does come with the standard buckle clips as well, which makes that easy for removing. So you can just pull it straight out like so. Now one other thing to mention for maintenance for these pillows, the lumbar support rest does have a zipper, so you can open that up and you can pull the cushioning out. So if you do need to wash any part of that, you can. But bear in mind with the headrest pillow, it is completely sealed, so you won't be able to sort of take that out or clean, but it is small enough, you could just throw that in the wash yourself. Now taking a look at the armrests, they just simply go up and down. Now they do have an adjustment height of 100 millimeters. Now taking a look at the seat adjustment up and down, from the lowest position the chair sits 470 millimeters high, and then to the maximum height is 600 millimeters, which is really quite high. I could barely touch the ground once it was at its full height. Now another part I like to cover is this knob here will adjust the strength on how easy the chair will tilt back. So someone like me who is relatively light, I need to have this at the least tension setting so I can swing back easily. But if you are quite larger, you can put this to the maximum strength so it just doesn't rock back as soon as you sit on the chair. The last area I want to cover with this chair is lowering the backrest. This chair backrest does go down 180 degrees completely flat. Now the adjusting knob is on the lever is on the right hand side. You simply lift it up to go down. Now this is where that strengthening knob underneath comes into play. You can see there's quite a bit of swing to go back, but then when it's upright, it doesn't move back at all. So you can adjust that with that knob underneath I mentioned earlier. Now you can see I can go down. Haven't gone down all the way, but this is sort of a comfortable position if you do want to lie down. And then to simply bring it back up, you just lift the lever up and then it just freely moves back up into position. Alrighty guys, so that's pretty much it on this video on the eWin Champion Racing Series chair. Now you might be wondering why we received 2 chairs now. I want to cover the last little bit, which is their customer support. Now the first chair we received, the base was a little bit damaged. Now these things do happen. The base, as you saw in the video, sits in the very top of the box. It had a few dents and scratches on. Now I was happy with that. I just sent them an email to let them know, and I just wanted to know what to say to you guys if they do receive something that's damaged and all that. But without any hesitation, the guys over at eWin sent a whole nother chair. And at first I thought, oh yeah, they want me to do the new chair, but they actually wanted me to mention that if anything does get damaged, for example, the one that I did, they will do as much as they can to get it sorted. And in my case, they sent a whole nother chair. So first off, they sent the white one, and then that one had the damaged base, and then they sent the red one. They did ask me if I wanted a white one again, but they sent the red one. So that's really, really nice. And I really think that's good that they are really focused and driven for customer support. And the delivery times from the embroidering took about 1 to 2 days. Then from once the chair was sent, I think they come from overseas, probably Taiwan somewhere, it took literally 4 days to reach Australia. Now I think that's pretty good. That's better than most local shipping within Australia. But that's pretty much it for this video. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some good ideas on these chairs, and you might check out their website and have a look. I want to thank eWin for sending the 2 chairs, and once again, thanks for watching and stay tuned for next time.